Ontario introduced a new sex ed curriculum this week, and it stirred up a lot of controversy. No surprise, what kids learn about the birds and the bees is often a delicate matter, and it's the subject of tonight's Look Back.
Most of the teenagers that we talked to last spring were very scathing about the kind of sex education that they got, both from their parents at home and at school.
I think they try to keep us naive as long as possible. At 12 and 13, I think we're ready to learn about the actual physical thing of sex.
Most people, by the time they get to a grade 11 or 12, have gone out before anyhow.
Teenagers are getting their sex education from each other, and it is freely available to them on the newsstands. I feel I can give my kids the values they need when sex is the issue, but I cannot begin to give them the facts they need. That can only come from trained specialists using a curriculum as carefully planned as the maths course.
The dilemma facing young people today, sexuality. More adolescents are sexually active. By 16, most kids have had their first sexual experience, yet many of them are not sexually responsible. 85% of teenagers don't use any form of contraception.
During intercourse, the sperm are deposited inside the female.
A lot of people think the course is going to encourage sex, but it doesn't. If it does anything, it turns you right off.
The whole idea of birth control is to prevent fertilization.
They're being taught without the same morals that I would want my children to be taught under.
How do you feel you would perform in bed with two females?
Well, I personally think I'm pretty good.
Do you think you could?
Her name is Sue Johansson, and for the last year and a half, she spent her Sunday evenings answering questions, every imaginable question about sex.
I want to know how it had to be to have an abortion.
I picked up this prostitute, and I noticed that I have these cold sores on the inside of my lips.
They tell her things they'd never tell another living soul. She says the reason is simple.
Because they're desperate. They can't find anybody else that they can really open up to, who will trust, who will not put them down.
If you would give it to them straight, I think you'd have a lot less trouble with people going wrong afterwards, not really knowing what is happening.